Good evening, everybody. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it's incumbent upon us that we talk about politics a little bit. That the pro-Trump demonstration in Capitol. Yeah. Uh, Five people died there. We are very sad. We are sorry. Five people died during that Capitol pro-Trump demonstration. Yeah, we are sad. Uh, yeah. But let's talk about some other aspects of those Capitol demonstration. I think they were mostly peaceful. Okay, and yeah, there's some violence because they did fight with police officers who were blocking them from entering the Capitol building. There was some violence, but once they got in there in the Capitol building, they were very peaceful, mostly from what I've seen. They didn't like spray paint everywhere. They didn't like steal all these expensive sculptures, or they didn't knock down the statues. They didn't spray paint all those walls. I think they're mostly respectful. Okay, those pro-Trump protesters. So did they do better than BLM then? I think so. I think they did better than BLM because BLM post Floyd BLM it became very criminalistic. All right, not all of them, of course, but because they have Mr. George Floyd as their hero, role model, so they did the same thing. Mr. George Floyd was a criminal. Okay, we are sorry he passed away, but he was a criminal. Okay, a career criminal, kinda in and out of jail many times. So, and BLM protesters they look up to Mr. George Floyd as an inspiration, as a role model. So what did they do? They did the same thing Mr. George Floyd did. They commit crimes, arson, burglary, theft, vandalism. Those are all crimes, right? That's what they did, BLM protesters. Not all of them, but many of them did. And it happened in many different cities. So many times, like for several months, every weekend, right? BLM protest. There was something really big, right? Now it's gone. BLM, yeah, it's no longer relevant. It's just one of those shallow, kind of flimsy false ideologies that just come and go, like LGBT, climate change alarmism, COVID-19 alarmism, they just come and go, right? So this pro-Trump demonstration, I think they mostly behaved a lot better than BLM protesters, in my opinion. Okay. Uh, because once they got in the building, they didn't knock down the statues. There's some minor vandalism, I've seen in the videos. Okay. But they're fairly minor compared to BLM vandalism. BLM vandalism, they don't even call it vandalism. They call it mural. They paint this big graffiti on the wall of somebody else's or public property without any permission. They paint the Mr. George Floyd's face on a wall and they call it mural. Or on the road, yeah, BLM, like Black Lives Matter on the road. That's like ideological pollution right there because not everybody agree with this BLM movement. But we are forced to see those things. Okay, that's kind of like a visual nuisance. In law of tort, yeah, there's some law about that. Those are not exactly um, as a matter of right because I forgot what it's called. Do I have tort book somewhere? Like in my yard, let's say in my yard, in my premises, if I put something very huge and very ugly, and it will lower the property value of the surrounding neighborhood. Okay, so I'm not allowed to do that, even in my yard. Okay, if you see a big sign that's very offensive to many people, yeah, even if it's I do it in my property, that's illegal. Why? Because it lowers other people's property value in my neighborhood. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this BLM big sign. Not everybody agree with BLM ideology. I don't. Okay. Yeah, I love black people and I agree Black Lives Matter, but I disagree with black supremacism aspect of today's BLM. It's become black supremacism. Like black lives are the only lives that matters. Basically, that's what they're saying nowadays. Only black people's life matters, right? We are not allowed to say anything else. We are not allowed to say white lives matter, brown lives matter, all lives matter. If we say so, then we are branded as a racist. So that's today's BLM. It became very this monopoly, this dictatorship, fascism. That's today's BLM. At least it was. Nowadays it's kind of gone, but that's how it was at this BLM's height. Okay, there's some still remnant of that, but anyway. So yeah, compared to BLM demonstrations, this pro-Trump demonstration in Capitol, I think they were very mostly peaceful. I don't think they were as much as violent as liberal left media are portraying them as. So that would be my objection. Yeah, the left-leaning media, okay, they say, oh, violent pro-Trumpers. I don't think they were that violent as media portray them as. I think they were mostly peaceful. There was some violence, yeah, violence, yeah, I get it, but I think they were mostly peaceful, okay, and some minor theft there too. Yeah, this podium, they took it away. This, I guess some senator's laptop got stolen too. Yeah, I did read that, and yeah, that's not good. Okay, yeah, you cannot steal those things, but by and large, I think they were mostly peaceful, and I kind of understand their sentiment though, because they're just common people, right? Republicans, conservatives, common people, like Tom, Dick, and Henry, common people, and they were not satisfied with these people in the palace, the king's palace, the elites. Yeah, the senators, congressmen, congresswomen, the high roller, the elites, high class people, the privileged, they were not satisfied with them, the rulers, the kings, the high class people. Okay, yeah. So I guess they just wanted to give them some hard time. That was my guess. I do not think like some media is speculating, or could it have been turned into some hostage situation or murder? I doubt it. I don't think they are the kind of people who are murderous criminals. I don't think so. I don't think it have gone that far. I don't think those pro-Trumpers are murderous criminals, or I don't think they would have taken hostage of senators and Congress people. I doubt it. All right. I don't think they have any intention to hurt anybody. I doubt it. Yeah, so I'm kind of feel sympathetic to those pro-Trumpers who went to Capitol. Yeah, we regret there was some violence. Okay, we're sorry about that, but I kind of feel sympathetic to them. Okay, yeah, they were raising this like Confederate flag and from all different kinds of flags. Like "Don't tread on me." That's one of the Army, U.S. Army, some division symbol, I guess, right? And yeah, American flag, Trump flag. And when reporters pan the camera, yeah, it looked very beautiful and very peaceful. Okay, yeah, so many people, a lot of flags. It was beautiful. I saw LGBT flag there because President Trump is pro LGBT, kinda mildly. So yeah, so there's some pro LGBT rainbow flag even there. Okay, And but they're getting along. This hardcore conservatives and also even LGBT conservatives. They're getting along, and that was good. Okay, yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then let's talk just a little bit more about it. Okay, then we might get back to mathematics or not. Mathematics is kind of beginning to being boring. So okay, we'll see. Eh? Kind of starting to get boring mathematics. So all right. So uh, I mean, people are making very big deal out of this Capitol demonstration. I mean, people breaking into Capitol. Yeah, I guess senators, congressmen, congresswomen, yeah, they could have been scared. I can understand that because there are just way too many people coming into the building, right, to protest the election result. And I can understand their sentiment of being scared. Yeah, they have to evacuate this big or rotunda, whatever, the big place they have a meeting. They have to evacuate that, and then I guess especially Democrat senators and Democratic parties, congressmen and women were very very scared because all those Trumpers that all conservative. Okay, so yeah, it's understandable they were scared because there's just too many people coming into the building. We can understand that. Yeah. So President Trump, he kind of like encouraged people to go to the Capitol before, and then now he's about face because people in Congress they are threatening like impeachment, even 25th Amendment. But VP, the Vice President Pence, he said he's not going to do it. No 25th Amendment. Okay, so they're talking about like impeachment again for the first time in American history, twice. One president being impeached twice. They're trying to do that. Okay. I'm sure they can. Well, there are 2 weeks left, and House is Democratic Party controlled. I'm sure they can. But of course, he's not going to get convicted. So impeachment in the House is like grand jury indictment in criminal trial. Grand jury, there are a lot of jurors, like 20, 30, right? And then if it goes to trial, then you have smaller number of juries, petite juries, 12 people, or even less. Okay. So you have a lot of people, like what, 500, 400, these Congress people. It's like grand jury, it's a big pool of people. And they vote whether to impeach. It's like indictment. Okay? They impeach or not President Trump, right? And if he's impeached, indicted, then it goes to real trial in the Senate. Smaller number of people, just like in grand jury, petite jury, right? So impeachment, and then the actual trial. So in Senate trial, President Trump can be convicted or acquitted. But Senate right now is controlled by Republican Party, so conviction probably won't happen, right? But they want to make a record before President Trump get out of there. Oh boy, what a drama! Yeah, it's very entertaining because President Trump is a very entertaining character, and also he's a thrill seeker. But to the disappointment of many, yeah, he did about face, so he condemned those pro-Trump his own supporters who broke into Capitol. He condemned them, President Trump. So that's very very common pattern of President Trump. What he does, how he works, he betray his own people if that's more convenient. That's how he is. Okay. James Comey, FBI director, he helped President Trump getting elected by just before the election. He brought up this email scandal, Hillary Clinton, just before the election. Okay, so that helped President Trump a lot. But after President Trump got elected, he fired James Comey. He betrayed his own people, people who helped him. Okay, that's President Trump. How he is, very animalistic. Biting the feeding hand, betrayal, that kind of right. That's him. He emphasized loyalty to the people below him, but he himself doesn't practice any loyalty at all. Okay, so that's President Trump. Okay, but when it comes to the pro-Trump protesters who broke into Capitol, uh, I'm kind of sympathetic to them. Okay, so I think they are in general. I don't think it was only about President Trump. Okay, I think it's more about their frustration toward Democratic Party and liberalism in general. Okay, so they brought Confederate flag. Okay, it was more about protest against BLM, I think, as opposed to pro-Trump protest. Protest against BLM, also protest against liberalism, Democratic Party in general. I think that's why they did what they did. Okay, and yeah, they're mostly peaceful. I don't. They didn't. Hey, after they left, you don't see any damage on the wall painting, sculptures. Yeah, there's some one this bust, this mask, white in color. Yeah, it was kind of smeared with some red. It could have been blood. Okay, there's some of that, but they can be wiped off very clean, easily, with some water and sponge. Okay, and they didn't commit any arson. There was some theft, but not that many. Okay, compared to BLM. Okay, they mostly behaved, in my opinion. They just took some selfies. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi or what House chair, whatever big chair. Yeah, they sat there, put their feet on the desk, left some note. That was very civil. compared to BLM. Okay, but BLM that's more vandalism. Okay, but and also violence too. Okay, yeah, arson. Okay, so compared to BLM, this Capitol Bridge, I don't think it was too bad at all. Okay, um, I feel sorry about senators and congressmen, congresswomen for being scared, but nobody got hurt there. I mean, those Congress people. The only people, five people who passed away, police officer and four civilians. Okay, so none of the member of Congress got hurt. Okay, still was safe. Then was it right that they did so? Well, I mean, I'm not justifying their action. I'm just being sympathetic to them. People who went into Capitol yesterday. I'm not justifying them. Okay, I'm expressing my sympathy toward them. And yeah, but it happened, right? And it made big news. And the 4 years of President Trump's presidency has been very interesting and very eventful. Okay, and yeah, but in general, I mean, we don't recommend people to fight with the police officers, okay? Because people can get hurt, they can die. So we do regret that part, violence part, right? And we are very sorry about it, okay? But I would not condemn anybody because didn't Jesus say, "Judge ye not, lest you be judged," right? So yeah, I don't want to be judgment, pass judgment on those people. No, we just regret violence occurred, okay? Because we don't want anybody to get hurt or die, right? So we regret. We're sorry. All right. That's what I have to say. Yeah? We take 5 minutes break and we may do some mathematics or not. I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, let's take 5 minutes. Well, I guess we can talk a little bit more about it. Well, so was it illegal that the protesters entered the building? I guess, yeah, trespass. But isn't Capitol a public building, government building? And people in democracy, people are supposed to be the kings and queens, the voters, right? Ruled by people, right? Yeah, so Capitol, I think it's supposed to be open to the public. So was it a trespass then? Yeah, there's some gray zone there, right? But if I was the president, would I have encouraged people to get into Capitol? I don't think so. Why? Because they were conducting legitimate government business, right? And too many people go in there, it may disrupt the government business. Okay, so I would not encourage that at all. I would have discouraged people from going in there. But they did, and I kind of feel sympathetic to them, all right? But I would not have encouraged them to get in there because it's too dangerous. And we don't want anybody to get hurt, and we don't want police officers to get hurt either, right? So, so five people died from this incident, okay, and we really are sorry and we regret, but yeah, but still, I kind of feel sympathetic to those protesters, okay, because this frustration of this BLM and all this liberalists, because Georgia, two senators, they are both Democratic Party, okay, and the new President-elect Joe Biden, Democratic Party. So yeah, this conservative sentiment, yeah, it exploded yesterday. So I can understand the frustration. All right, and President Trump is all they got. So that's why they took him as their hero because there's just nobody else. Right? I mean, I ran for president, but I'm not known. They don't know about me, so I cannot blame them for not voting for me, right? Because there's no advertisement by campaign presidential campaign other than this, and but not many people know about this. So I don't blame anybody. But I'm just sympathetic to them. Yeah, kind of understand because just like BLM, okay, yeah, this Capitol demonstration yesterday started peaceful, but later on some violence, vandalism. When it comes to vandalism and theft, relatively minor. Okay, but yes, violence happened because they wanted to overcome the police barrier, all right, to get into the building. And yeah, in BLM, yeah, during the day it started peaceful, but at night they turned violent. Some of them, right? Not all of them. Okay, so it's common pattern in this mass protest demonstration, right? In humanology, we can understand. Yeah, in the beginning, yes, everybody get together, party time, they're happy. But at the end of the day, they are tired. So there's this accumulation of physical pain in them, frustration, all this negative copium from the exhaustion, being tired, and nothing is happening, right? Yeah, our protest will be forgotten. Okay, so let's make some mark. So they start to vandalize things, right? And yeah, it's negative copium getting out in negative copium channel, action channel. Okay, so yeah, we understand why it happened that way, right? Yeah, I'll address that in this paper. Yeah, this paper, yeah, I'm not quite feeling like writing it yet. I started writing, but we kind of got distracted with this mathematics and stuff. So, should we? I think we'll do mathematics just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit more. All right. Yeah, this row algebra is nothing but it's pretty same as modular arithmetic, right? It's just more efficient symbol, efficient notation convention. That's it. Okay. So, yeah, we thought we kind of we may have discovered some brand new formula in row algebra. Okay, yeah, in modular arithmetic, but it may already exist in modular arithmetic somewhere. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, so we go ahead and prove that. I kind of did. Okay, after the episode yesterday, and I shared that with you. All right, so yeah, it's kind of sad, right? Yeah, it's somewhat it's entertaining what happens in the news, right? But at the same time, it's a little bit sad, right? Yeah. I mean, it all boils down to ideological differences between the left and right, right? So is ideology that important? I don't think so. I mean, President Biden, let's say he get elected, so he stopped development in Alaska and NWA, the oil development. He prevent that. Yeah, I would not like it, but I would not go to Capitol Hill and to protest against it because it's just not worth my time. Those things, yeah. President Biden, yeah, he said he'll do only one term. Maybe next time some Republican Party candidate will be elected as the next president. I mean, we can wait for 4 years. It's not such a big deal. Well, climate change, COVID-19, mask wearing. Yeah, I don't like wearing mask. Okay, but I wouldn't go to fly to Washington D.C. to protest against it. It's just not worthwhile. Yeah, it's inconvenient. I don't like wearing mask. I don't like being told to do so by President Biden, President-elect Biden. So yeah, it would frustrate me, but I wouldn't go to all the way to Washington D.C. and protest there. First of all, I don't have money or time to do so. So I guess people who went there yesterday, what November 6th, I guess they're the kind of people who have some disposable income and disposable time because it was weekday, Wednesday. Don't they have jobs or schools to go to, or is it still COVID-19 lockdown? So they got nothing else going on? Possibly, right? Yeah, maybe people on the right side is not, maybe they are not that much better than people on the left. Maybe slightly better. But some people even say, yeah, people on the right, they're worse because BLM people, at least they didn't march into Capitol building. Okay. That's what some people say. Okay. Maybe they're about the same. I don't know. Okay. I guess I might be more sympathetic toward the people on the right because I'm kind of center right or a little bit leaning toward the right on most issues, not all issues. Okay, so let's take 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay, so and then we might get back to mathematics. Okay, the bottom line, yeah, we don't. I mean, personally, I don't like any kind of mass protest because it becomes too dangerous. And if it's too much mainstream, too much hard mentality going on, right? So, uh, massive scale protest, yeah, it's spectacular and it makes good news. I mean, very interesting news, but it's too dangerous. So, I'm against this massive protest of any kind. Became too dangerous sometimes. Okay, so- and it's also too mainstream. So, yeah, so in humanology, we recommend abiding by the law, okay? Because we don't want anybody getting hurt, right? Yeah, so abide by the law. Yeah, that would be our recommendation. We don't encourage people to break law. No. If there's some law that they don't like, then they should go through due process, like petition, gather some sign, signature of petition, and change the law, or become politician themselves, or support the kind of candidate they like. Yeah, there are legal ways to change things in the world, right? But it has to go through the procedures and due process, right? So that would be my personal recommendation. Yeah, be a politician or elect for vote for a candidate they like and be a candidate themselves or write some signature, I mean petition, ballot measure, whatever, right? Yeah, as an activism, legal activism, and then um, yeah. And if things don't go their way, well, they can wait for 4 years. They shouldn't worry too much about who's the president. Just be patient for 4 years, okay? Then you'll be gone. In the meanwhile, yeah, study mathematics or foreign language, whatever. Focus on hobby, family, career, as opposed to politics, ideology. It's not that important. But yeah, we can talk about it, but when it comes to mass protest, we can't discourage that because that may become too dangerous. But we care about people's safety, right? Okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, yeah, we can do mathematics later. Okay, let's talk about this. I happen to be a lawyer, so let's give it some legal analysis. Okay, with the situation. Hypothetically, I mean, I'm not going to do it because I have a job, but hypothetically, if I'm representing some of the protesters who broke into the Capitol yesterday, if I'm the criminal defense lawyer, so what would be the charge? Trespass? Okay, then because a good lawyer is able to think both sides of the issue. Okay, defendant, plaintiff, so that he can prepare counter argument of the opposite side or lawsuit or even criminal trial. Okay, yeah, okay. Trespass. Okay, so then my counter argument would be: was it so the prosecutor will argue that yeah, it was illegal to enter that Capitol building for a protester when police officers were blocking it. Okay, all right. My counter argument would be: was it legal to block an American citizen exercising their First Amendment right? Yeah, the right to petition to government for their grievances. Okay, is their constitutional right? So is it legal to block citizens of America from exercising that constitutional right to petition to the government for grievances? Is that legal to order police officers to block those protesters from entering a public governmental building? So that would be my argument. Okay. But we understand, yeah, it's kind of scary because there's way too many people and we cannot predict the future. So the Congress, they order the police to err on the safer side because it's unpredictable situation. There's just too many protesters out there. So they were scared and they wanted to prevent some unforeseen events that might turn out to be dangerous. They just don't know. So they were erring on the side of caution. You can understand that. Right? The thing is, we cannot predict the future and we don't have alternative universes. We can imagine what could have happened, right? Let's say one scenario. Let's say there was no police officers and let them, all the protesters come to the building and then what would have happened? We can imagine, right? But we don't know for sure because there's no such as an alternative universe and we don't have time machine. So bottom line, we don't know what would have happened. Okay. And those people, pro-Trumpers, they are not typically criminalistic kind of people. Okay. I don't think they have criminal intention to take hostages. I don't think so. Okay. I don't think they are that kind of people. I don't think they are criminalistic kind of people. I don't think they have criminal intention, right? I guess they're just frustrated. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of sad, right? Yeah. Well, let's talk about mathematics for a little bit. Let's snap out of politics, right? Okay. Uh, Raw algebra, huh? Okay. Well, uh, raw algebra. Okay. Yeah. We talked enough of politics, right? So how about president? I'm sorry. Just let's talk about it just a little bit more. Okay. So how about President Trump? Did he commit any crime? I mean, some people say he incited violence by encouraging people to get into the Capitol building yesterday, November 6th, Wednesday. Did he violate any law? Well, it's kind of gray area. Why? Because from what he said, people should go to the Capitol building. Okay. He did not encourage violence per se. He did not say, yeah, there will be police officers, barriers, and fight them, push them, commit violence, and then get into overcome the police barrier and then get into the Capitol building. He did not say that. He did not encourage violence. He encouraged people to go into the building. But he did the details he did not specify. But did he know there would be police officers barrier and violence is necessary to get into the building? Did he know? I don't know. We don't know. Okay. That's something that President Trump may have to answer in court because that may happen. So President Trump, according to news, right, he's thinking about pardoning himself because it is possible he may face some criminal charges after he get out of the office in 2 weeks. Okay, he may get into some big trouble, legal trouble. So he's thinking about pardoning himself for future conviction. That's not illegal. There's some legal precedents. Yeah, yeah. The president with Gerald Ford, he pardoned his predecessor, President Nixon, when Ford was vice president, right? Yeah, it has happened. Let me refill this vodka real quick, okay? So I'll be right back. Ah. So yeah, President Trump is like that, right? He's very playful, very naughty. He's like thrill seeker. He's like troublemaker type of guy. He's been always that way, so it's nothing new about that. No surprise there. To him, I guess life is kind of like game, playing games, right? Oh boy, what a character, huh? He's an interesting figure. So yeah, did he incite violence or not? That's not very clear issue. Okay, it hinges upon did he know about this police barrier, and did he know whether violence, fight with police is necessary for the protester to get into the building? Did he know about it? Okay, so that would be the key issue. If I was the judge of that criminal trial against criminal defendant, President Trump, former President Trump. If I was a judge, yeah, that would be the question. If I was a juror or judge, okay, that would be the question I'll be asking President Trump as a witness in his own trial. Okay, criminal trial. All right. Let's see what happens. Okay, will the DOJ under President future President Biden's administration, will they go after President Trump? Will they press criminal charges against President Trump? We don't know. My guess, I don't take guess. I don't predict the future because to me that's kind of arrogant. All right. Well, would Democrats just move forward and forget about it? Let President Trump, former President Trump, be and move on, right? Water under the bridge and just move on. It may also depend on how conservatives behave. So, but President Trump kind of turned his back. He kind of betrayed the people who went to Capitol yesterday, right? He condemned those pro-Trumpers who went to the Capitol building. He condemned them. It's 100% about face. All right. So when he's out of White House, would still there be hardcore pro-Trumpers when they saw President Trump betraying them? Would they still want to advocate for Mr. Trump when Mr. Trump betrayed them? Hmm, I doubt it. I doubt it. Okay. They saw President Trump betraying them. So would they still like President Trump? I doubt it. All right. Then would they still cause some problems like anti-Biden? Would they still cause problems? I doubt it. Okay, why? Well, it depends on COVID-19 situation. Okay, so if yeah, so President-elect Biden is a little bit concerning because he's too afraid of COVID-19. Unlike President Trump, okay, President Trump, he's like, yeah, do not be afraid of COVID-19, but President-elect Biden tend to emphasize the caution, like mask wearing. Okay, so that's concerning because all the frustration, this negative copium accumulation happens because people lock down, they are shut down, they're not doing anything. Idle hands being devil's playground. In humanology, yeah, copium accumulation, it negatizes. It becomes boredom, pain when people are doing nothing. Okay? Yeah, that accumulated negative copium become negatized, so it become boredom, so it become pain, stress, and one day it explode like into a protest or something. So, well, yeah, that's copiomology. We'll write about that later. Okay, okay, so modular arithmetic. Okay, so A is congruent to B mod C. That means um, in Euclidean division, all right? Uh, well, let's say this is a divisor, okay? So some number, n and m, okay? What this means is this, okay? So n is equal to some quotient and divider multiplied plus R1 remainder, where remainder that later. Okay, so M is, yeah, we're mixing mathematics and politics, okay? Just rotate it out. And where R1 and R2, they're both, they could be 0 or more, but strictly less than divisor. Divisor. Alright? Yeah. So that's modular arithmetic, okay? And in some context, this mod is also a binary operator, okay? So n mod d means when you uh, so this is R1, right? N divided by D was the remainder, R1. Okay? And you have R2, M mod D. So sometimes they use ampersand, okay? So some depending on programming languages. When you divide M by D, what's the remainder? R2. Okay? So here it means if they're congruent, it means running out of space. It means R1 is equal to R2. Okay, so which means N mod D is equal to M mod D. Okay, so it's as if this mod D it kind of distributes to N and M distribution. Okay, so and because mod or this percentage sign, there are three characters here. Okay, circle, bar, circle, I mean slash, dash, mod. Okay, and we want to replace with one character, row. Okay, so that's row algebra concept. It's just notation, more convenient notation convention. That's all it is. Okay, all right. And when we have more efficient notational convention, then it's easier to read, easier to write, so it will expedite the process of discovery and education of modular arithmetic, row algebra. Okay, so it is important. Okay, the efficiency of language. Huh? We'll take like 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah, we are just so sad. 5 people died, right? Yeah, yesterday, also today, because a lot of people got injured, police officers or protesters, right? More people might die in hospital. Okay. Yeah, yes, there was violence. Okay, so we are sad about that. Okay. Only if people knew more mathematics, right? Then they can have fun with mathematics instead of going to Washington D.C. and mass protesting, right? When people are bored, right? Yeah. But when we are bored, we do mathematics, we study foreign languages. We don't get into any trouble. Even if we are staying at home, yeah, we can drink, study mathematics, study foreign language, humanology. Okay. Yeah, we are hands are not idle. Why? We have multiple copium action channels. We do mathematics, humanology, martial art, dancing, singing. We are at home, but we can still have fun because we are very well educated. Yeah, more wrinkles on our brain. Yeah, more copium channels, right? Action channels. But before we learned that it was copium perception channel. That's education, learning, observing our teachers. Okay. Later on, it became copium action channel, hobbies. So education is so important to prevent violence. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes. Okay. So. Good. Yeah, because I don't have a television, I watch YouTube video, this Capitol protest footages. Some people are like climbing the wall in those Capitol building. And my reaction, well, there are legitimate way, like rock climbing gym. Yeah, I have those experience when I was in the U.S. Army. Okay. Yeah, there's some nice program there. Yeah, rock climbing in the gym, right? Artificial rock. Also, when I was in a Korean high school, yeah, they have some rock climbing club, and it was fun, right? Yeah, artificial kind of imitation rock climbing, right? Yeah, it was very fun, okay, and very challenging other than rush. So people don't have to travel all the way to Washington D.C. to climb the wall. They can go to local rock climbing gym and do the same thing more safely. Okay. Yeah, it's about education. Okay, so So that's that. Okay, so let's grab another whiteboard and express this in raw algebra. Okay, so because there's a lot more efficient way of expressing the same thing. All right, this linguistic efficiency. Yeah, that's why we are advocating for raw algebra replacing modular arithmetic, or just translation between from inefficient language modular arithmetic to efficient language raw algebra. Okay. Yeah. Uh, I mean, raw is Greek letter, so in Microsoft you have to insert special character symbol, right? Yeah, you can just use R because raw we adopted raw Greek character because to denote remainder operator. Okay, that's what it is. You can use R instead. And yeah, in, in Microsoft Word or Open Office, you can individually. Okay, you have what? Okay, N row D is equal to M row D, right? Some remainder R, right? And this is raw algebra language, okay? In modular arithmetic, right? Yeah, but we can do something similar to this, okay? Yeah, N is equal to M rho D, okay? In that sense, this rho D, it distributes across this parenthesis, okay? And then it become that. So yeah, it's interesting, right? In modular arithmetic, you put parentheses in mod, but in row algebra, you put parentheses in the equal sign. Okay, so there's some similar, interesting similarity there. Okay, okay. Yeah, it distributes over equal sign, equality operator. Okay. By the way, I have to confess, I bought more cheese, brie cheese and goat cheese. I stop eating those if I start to gain weight, develop more belly fat, then I stop eating them. Okay. But until then, yeah, Mr. Anthony Bourdain, I think he has a good point. Okay, yeah, enjoy your life. Eat some cheese. If my because when sometimes if I eat like pizza, too much pizza, I feel in my artery or vein somewhere here. I can feel like it's kind of like inflamed, clogging. Okay, if that happens, I stop eating cheese. Okay, so far it didn't happen. So yeah. For Mr. Anthony Bourdain, I think he has a good point. Okay. Yeah, every once in a while it's okay. Eat cheese, okay? Yeah, sure. Because brie cheese, oh my goodness, it's so good. It's like taste of paradise. I also bought goat cheese, right? Haven't had that in a long time. But anyway, okay. So, so that's that. Okay. Yeah, it's a simple notation convention. Okay, so yeah, raw. Well, you can use character R instead. Okay, right? Capital R, uppercase. And in any editing software like Microsoft Word or OpenOffice, S office, right? Yeah, you can individually make this one character's font bigger, like 14 point, 15 point. Okay, so yeah, no problem, right? When the rest of the characters are like 12 font, yeah, this row character can be 14 point, 15, 16, 17 point. Okay, yeah, individual adjustment, font size, you can adjust that. Word, S office, okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, what else? So that's the basic. Okay. So yeah, I did couple of nights ago. I did. I was in my bed before I went to sleep. I read a lot of this modular arithmetic proofs in Wikipedia, also in Brilliant.com, something like that, some other websites. Okay, it's kind of cheating, right? Yeah, I also watched this movie, Mr. Bean, the very first one, Volume One, Mr. Bean. I have the DVD. Okay, yeah, he was like cheating, right? He's focused on trigonometry when the other guy focused on calculus mainly, right? And the exam turned out to be about calculus. So Mr. Bean was cheating, kind of trying to copy the other students' answers, right? I kind of did that, okay? Yeah, modular arithmetic, we are doing row algebra, so I kind of copied, kind of cheated. Look what they did in modular arithmetic, okay? So, okay, now we're gonna prove on something, okay? Yeah. I don't know if that one is already proven in modular arithmetic or not. I don't. Right? But we prove it using row algebra notational convention. Okay. So, uh, some basic preliminary. Okay, real quick. Binomial expansion plus b to the nth. Okay, so that's a to the nth plus. Well, let's do this right. That's sigma. Okay, k from 0 to n. Binomial expansion. Okay, so it's like a to the nth plus n times a to the n minus 1 times b, right? Yeah, so, okay, 1 is nc0, n is nc1, okay. Yeah, combination, binomial coefficients, okay, so, yeah. NCN, that's one, okay? So, all right? So, all these binomial coefficients, they're integers, positive integers, they're natural numbers, okay? Binomial coefficient, Pascal triangle, okay? Yeah. So, all the former terms, they include at least one a. You have a squared, all the way to a to the n minus 2, a to the n minus 1, a to the n. Okay? There's only one term that does not include a. The very last term in this binomial coefficient is purely b to the n. Okay? So, this whole thing, binomial coefficient, can be expressed as a times some number, we call it just m, alright, plus b to the nth, alright? Because all this n minus, what, how many terms are there? N plus 1 terms, right? Yeah. All these n terms, it contains at least one a. So if factor out a, then you have the rest of them in the parenthesis, you have n, right? Some integer, positive integer, okay? And b, the very last term, b to the n, it does not contain an a, okay? So there's some preliminary, okay? We'll use this, all right? Yeah. We're gonna work our way up, all right? Yeah, so last night or this morning, yeah, grab my notebook, pencil and paper. Okay. Yeah, I worked out some raw algebra stuff, some basic stuff. Okay. So, okay. Let's take 5 minutes break. Okay. So, yeah, we're doing mathematics. Okay. Yeah, politics, ideologies. Okay. Yeah, let's not get too wrapped up in those things. Okay. Let's not lose ourselves. Mr. Jesus said, what good is it if you have the world and you lose yourself? Right? Yeah. That's what Mr. Jesus said like 2,000 years ago. Okay. Yeah, politics, ideology. Okay. Yeah, let's not to get wrapped up in that stuff. Right? Let's preserve ourselves. Let's be safe. Right? How do you do that? Yeah. Education, mathematics, martial arts, foreign languages. We're busy studying those things, so we're safe. Huh? Education. Key to human salvation, right? Yeah. It's entertaining once you learn it, right? That's one of the reasons why we do mathematics. Okay. Once you learn it, you can have fun. When you're alone in your home, you don't get into any trouble. You don't have to go all the way to Washington D.C. and participate this massive protest, or you don't have to go out BLM protest. No, they do so because they don't know mathematics. But for us who know mathematics, we can still have fun when we are still at home, alone. So we don't get into any trouble and we don't put ourselves in dangerous situation. We don't do that. We don't need to. Why? We are alone, we are at home, we can still have fun. Okay? Because all those people who go to massive mass protest, left side, right side, okay, conservative, liberal, they I think they are doing that because they are bored. Climbing the wall. All right. I think they are doing that because they are bored. maybe they have some political passion. So, but we don't want people to endanger themselves like that. Okay. BLM likewise. Okay. Yeah, they get bored, so they go outside, party, make some fire, whatever. Okay. So they do that because they don't know what to do with the time on their hands in this COVID-19 lockdown, shutdown. They don't know what to do with their time. Why? Because they don't get the benefit of education like some of us did. So yeah, we are sharing some of the benefits that we had. Blessings. We are sharing the blessings. Like Mr. Jesus Christ said, share it with your brothers and sisters, okay? Yeah, that's what we are doing, okay? Yeah, so mathematics education is important, okay? Because it's like a solitaire, this card game, right? You can still have a lot of fun, okay? It's dualism, okay? Manipulism, okay? You wash yourself, shower, do your hair, that's labor, right? You exercise, weight training, diet, running. But after all that pain and suffering, you feel good because you're healthy. You feel good because you look good. And you make other people happy too. Because you're presentable, you smell nice, you look nice, right? Yeah, mind processing. Production of happiness. We study, right? After that, we're intellectually satisfied. Because what we do for a living, yeah, it's more mechanical, it's more repetitious, no matter what job people may have. Even academicians, PhDs, professors, yeah, they give lectures again and again every year, same lecture. Very boring, right? Yeah. To get out of that boredom, tedium, repetition of everyday life, we do something else, like mathematics or foreign language studying, something exotic, like martial arts, dancing, okay. Yeah. Education. Okay? All right, we'll take 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we gotta prove something, okay? Something really cool. All right. But we are doing some preliminaries. All right. We're building up the foundation, so to speak. Okay. All right. All right. We'll take 5 minutes. Whiskey works. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's grab a brand new whiteboard and build up some basics in raw algebra. Uh, Whiteboard hunting. Okay. I mean, this whiskey has been sitting like this. I put like aluminum foil cap on it, but that's very porous. So I call it evaporate. Okay, so it's very weak. So I'm gonna put some more fresh capped whiskey in there. Yeah, some people may say I have alcohol problem. I say I have alcohol solution. Okay, so I'm not drinking and driving. No, just drinking by myself at home. If I'm drunk, I eat dinner, watch some movies, and I go to bed and I fall asleep. Okay, so no problem whatsoever. Yeah, I do diet exercise mostly. Yeah, eat cheese once in a while. So what? Okay, I'm healthy. Okay, yeah. All right, raw algebra. Okay. Okay. So you have row D, okay, and let's say you have A times D plus B row D. We want to prove that is this same as B row D. Okay, we want to prove that. Okay, so yeah, no problem. D is a divisor. Okay, so yeah, then so proof. Okay, A is equal to some quotient times D plus R1. Yeah, Euclidean division form. Okay, and B is equal to quotient D times D divisor plus R2. Yeah, this is the part I cheated, copied from modular arithmetic proofs. They did good job, okay? So, all right. So this is left hand side. This is right hand side, okay? So I'm just copying from modular arithmeticians, all right? They are fantastic, okay? So, huh? So left hand side. Yeah, remainder, so it's less than the divisor. Okay. 10, 16 is equal to, when you divide by 7, divisor, yeah, 2 times 7, 14. Okay. Well, we call it 18. Okay. So, right? 4 is the remainder. 2 is the quotient when you divide 18 by 7. That's what this means. We are abstracting it, generalizing it, okay? You got it? All right. Yeah, you don't have to know any mathematics, okay? I'll slow down for you if you don't know mathematics, okay? Because we want to be inclusive, right? Okay. Yeah, if you know already mathematics, okay, it will help. But even if you don't know anything about mathematics, no worries, okay? It's not required. We'll slow it down for you, okay? So left hand side of this equation, potential equation we are trying to prove, okay? A times t, okay, so it's like a times t, so uh, plus b. You factor d out, right? Rho d, okay? Well, rho d, okay? All right? And because you have d times something plus r2, and r2 is smaller than d, so by definition of row algebra, okay, this is r2, okay? Now, right hand side of this supposed equation we are trying to prove, okay? Yeah, b is what? Yeah, because r2 is smaller than d, and this is r2, which is left hand side. So right hand side, left hand side, same thing. So quote as demonstrator, okay, QED. That was the demonstration. Yeah, that's the proof. Okay, so we got that. Okay, now one more thing. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, I need some vocal rest. Right. So yeah, but we go before we go to break. Okay, humanology. Okay, yeah, in psychology there's some similar concept, different language. Okay, but in humanology, yeah, in psychology, I guess self-suggestion, something like that. Okay, so in humanology, yeah, think of yourself getting younger every day. Think of yourself getting prettier and better, more beautiful every day. Okay. You gotta work. Yeah, do your hair, right? Yeah, wash yourself, do the laundry, clean your house, exercise, diet, go shop for brand new clothing once in a while, right? Yeah, you look good. Also practice acting, right? Facial expression, facial muscle, this facial muscle exercise, okay? And also exercise, diet, martial arts, dancing, singing, okay? Yeah, every day. You get smarter, more beautiful, you get younger every day, okay? So, okay? You look at the mirror, okay? Or take selfie. Oh, mirror, 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 who is the prettiest? Is it me? Oh, yeah, I think so. I think I'm the prettiest. I think the most handsome, most beautiful person humanity has ever seen or ever will see. Yeah, I'm the best. I'm the smartest. I'm the most beautiful person. That kind of egocentric attitude, egocentrism is very healthy in humanology. Okay, so yeah, you're smarter than me. Okay, you are more beautiful than me. Okay, you're younger than me, wiser than me. Okay, so yeah. All right, yeah. So self confidence. Okay, very important. All right, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay? I mean, you know something that I don't know. Okay, we are just sharing knowledge, teach each other. Right? It's like that, right? Yeah. I know something that nobody knows, but everybody knows something that I don't know. Right? 5-year-old child in Mexico know more Spanish than I do. Okay. Yeah, it's like that. Okay, so it's kind of Confucianism, right? Eastern philosophy. Yeah, everybody's my teacher. Okay. At the same time, I'm teacher of everybody because I know something that nobody knows, and every single human being, every single one of them in the world knows something that I don't know. Okay. In Western biology, yeah, you're unique like everybody else. Your DNA, but everybody else's DNA is unique too. Okay. Barring some identical twins. Okay. So even identical twins, their metaphysical DNA is different. Their experiences, people they meet. Okay, so identical twins, I've seen them. Okay, very different personalities. Okay, so because they've met this from people, different experiences. Okay, so in humanology, yeah, the DNA composition doesn't mean that much. It's about metaphysical DNA, experience, observation, people they met, some ideology they're exposed to. I've seen identical twins who have kind of opposite personality. Totally. I've seen them. Okay, so all right, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, hey, let's take a break from mathematics. Okay, some honorable mention. Okay, yeah, in social media, yeah, I talked about this Capitol pro-Trump protest. Okay, so I said being conservative. Okay, yeah, there's some balance there. We get it, but compared to BLM, they did a lot better. Okay, but they didn't commit arson. They didn't commit any. Yeah, they did commit some theft, but it wasn't too many of them doing that. Okay, they didn't take down those statues. They didn't graffiti wall. All right, they just took some selfies. Okay, so mostly civil. All right, there's some violence, but not too much. Okay. Yeah. And some people kind of and generously appreciated my comments. Okay, so but some people say, yeah, hey, this pro-Trump protest in Capitol, there was a lot worse because no BLM activists went to Capitol building. Maybe there's some merit to that kind of argument, contention. But the thing is this, okay? In the BLM, they went after private business owners like restaurants, some buildings, broke into stores, commit arson, start fire, steal from those private business owners, right? But these pro-Trump protesters, they didn't go after small guys like small business owners on the streets. They went after big guns, the Congress. Okay. And they didn't kill anybody, okay? Protesters, well, a police officer passed away. We are sorry, okay? Violence is wrong, okay? We are sorry. We regret it happened the way it happened, okay? So, uh, we don't justify that kind of violence at all, okay? We are sorry it happened the way it happened, okay? Yeah, violence is wrong, period, okay? But they went after big guys, big guns, the Congress, right? As opposed to BLM going after small guys, like small business owners, and burn their business, break into the window, steal from them. But the yesterday's pro-Trump protesters in Capitol, they did break glasses. I saw it. Okay, but they didn't spray paint or take down the statues. They didn't do that. Okay, well, mostly they didn't. Yeah, there's some exceptions. Okay. So were they better than BLM? Were they worse than BLM? These pro-Trump protesters who went to Capitol, maybe the same, more or less, some different aspect, different department, better, worse. I don't know. Okay, let the history be the judge. Because I'm kind of biased. Because I'm kind of conservative. Okay, so yeah, I'm biased. Okay, let the future generation be the judge. Let history be the judge. Okay, so I'm not qualified because I'm kind of conservative. Okay, so I'm not a. I have to recuse myself. Is BLM better or pro-Trump protester to Capitol better? I cannot be an impartial judge because I'm kind of conservative. So let the history be the judge, okay? I cannot be an impartial judge there because I'm kind of conservative, okay? So I have to recuse myself, all right? All right, let's grab another whiteboard, okay? So, okay. This guy. Yeah, we proved this, okay? So we are free to erase this. Alright. But yeah, let me take a picture, okay? From the social media somewhere. So yeah, some kind and generous people, kind and generous ladies and gentlemen, appreciated my comments, okay? So that's the honorable mention, okay? Because yeah, the kind of opinion that I have is very minority, okay? Going against the mainstream, right? Against the wind. There's some American song about that, right? Against the wind. Yeah, some American song about that, right? Yeah. Some kind of generous people, kind of generous gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate my comments. I appreciate their appreciation. All right. So, okay. So that's the politics part, right? We're mixing politics and mathematics. Welcome to humanology. Anything goes, okay? But we don't do anything illegal. We don't do anything violent. We practice martial arts sometimes, okay? But we are not breaking anything. We are not hurting any people or animal. It's about self-discipline or hobby, pleasure, exercise, cardio, okay? Other times we just do humanology mathematics, okay? Brain exercise, metaphysical exercise, okay? So, right. Now, okay. Yeah, so it's road operator distributive. Okay, so yeah, again, I cheated. Okay, I looked at this modulo arithmeticians, their proof. Okay, yeah, it's just language translation from modular arithmetic to row algebra. Okay, so the same concept. I did cheat on this. Okay, I looked at what they did in their proof in modular arithmetic language. Okay. I mean, jurisprudence in law, right? Yeah, it's a doctrine of precedence. Doctrine of precedence. The case law, okay, English common law. They look at the same issue that was decided in the past by judges, lawyers, jurors, right? Jurists. Because yeah, we don't have to reinvent our wheel. To save time, just do the same thing as it's done in the past. But in the past, they thought it out. Okay, so it's the same similar kind of case, lawsuit or criminal case comes in. Yeah, they follow the precedence, doctrine of precedence. In Latin phrase, I'm not good at Latin. Okay, so I have to look it up. Okay, Latin phrase. Or stare decisis. Yeah, stay with the decision Stare decisis, okay, doctrinal precedents, okay, so yeah, English common law, okay, that's case law, right? Common law, case law, okay, statutory law, that's different, okay, like Louisiana Napoleonic Code, okay, this is more statutory based, right? In Europe, some parts in Asia, including Korea, but some other parts in the Western world, yeah, it's doctrinal common law, come English precedent, whatever, okay. Some judicial efficiency, we get it, okay. So, but Supreme Court they overturn some precedents once in a while. Okay. Yeah, time changes. Okay. Yeah. So they adapt and adjust sometimes. Okay. So okay. All right. Okay. It's same thing. Okay. So Euclidean division expression, right? So here's proof. Okay. It's kind of mechanical. Okay. So A is equal to. So this is left hand side. This is the right hand side, like Republican Party, Democratic Party, okay. In the at the end of the day, okay, yeah, it is want to serve people, okay. Republicans, Democrats, left and right, okay. They want to serve people, they want to make this world a better place, okay. So, but in details they may disagree, okay. But in the end, at the end of the day, they want to serve American people, okay. So they have same purpose, right? They want to make America a better place, okay. They're mixing politics and mathematics again. Whatever. Okay. Left hand side, Democratic Party. Okay. Liberalists. Okay. A plus B. Okay. All right. Yeah. D factor by D. Okay. Q1 plus Q2 plus R1 plus R2. Okay. And we prove that. Okay. We forgot to give it a name, right? But we did prove it in previous whiteboard. Okay. We call it decancellation theorem or decancellation lemma. Okay. We proved it, okay? So we have R1 plus R2, whatever, okay? So we proved it, okay? Yeah, decancellation lemma, right? Yeah, this is equal to D cancel this term they containing D it disappears. Okay, so okay. Decancellation lemma, okay, so we already proved that stuff, okay? So that's left hand side. Now, right hand side. Okay? let's exercise some discipline. Okay, so yeah, I'm drunk. So what? I'm at home. Yeah, I'm drunk, but I can still do mathematics. Okay, so that's the best part. Yeah, have you ever heard this term, drunken mathematician? Well, I'm amateur mathematician. Okay, so yeah. Okay. By definition, raw algebra. Okay. Yeah, this is R1, right? This guy, DD, R2, yeah, by definition, because R1 and R2 is just less than D, right? So, okay. Same as left hand side, okay. Okay. QED. Code as demonstrator, whatever, Latin, okay. So, yeah, that's the demonstration. It's the proof, okay. So, this is the row distribution theorem, right? Yeah. I can't copy it from modular arithmeticians. Okay. Okay. Uh, yeah. Because our goal is this, okay? Eventually, we want to prove, right, through mathematical induction, all right, for our small term, short term, kind of small, not holy grail, but small holy grail, some minor, okay? Yeah, R to the P, rho P is equal to R, right? So P and P cancel. Yeah, that's the holy grail, small holy grail, maybe already proven. We don't care, okay? Modular arithmetic, we don't care, okay? But we want to express this thing. It could be brand new, or it may have been proven in modular arithmetic, right? Yeah, and I kind of already proved this, okay? Yeah, after last night's episode, okay? Um, yeah, so let's be formalistic, okay? And let's do step by step, alright? So, but it's all there in my notes, other whiteboards, okay? So that's what we are trying to prove, okay? So R to the pth rho P is equal to R. The P and P cancel, okay? It's kind of interesting, okay? So it may be already proven in modular arithmetic language. We don't care, okay? We're gonna prove this in raw algebra language, right? To demonstrate power and efficiency of raw algebra. Okay, so yeah, it will take maybe one more day, right? Or a couple more. Okay. But we are getting very close. Okay, so we are building up the foundation here. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break. Okay, it's not been 3 hours yet. Okay, yeah, I had a long day at work. Tomorrow I'll have a long day. Okay, so day after tomorrow. So today is Thursday. Tomorrow Friday. Today after tomorrow is Saturday, right? Well, we got some due dates next week. Next week, so I may have to work partially at least this weekend. That happens, right? Overtime, right? Weekend, Saturday, morning of Saturday. Yeah. Okay. It may it happens like once in a quarter, right? Quarter moon. Yeah, Call to the Duty, right? Yeah, some video game there. Call of the Duty. Sometimes we overtime work. We don't always get overtime pay, like 1.5 rate, whatever. We don't always get that, okay? Yeah. But we want to pay our bills. We want to feed ourselves. If you have family, you want to feed your spouse and children, right? Yeah. Sometimes we have to do that. But if you have some nice, kind and generous employers, yeah, we get comp day, compensation day, next or next week, right? No problem. Okay. So, all right, let's take 5 minutes. Okay. So I start cooking my dinner. All right. What's in the menu? Some fried chicken wings from Walmart and some vegetables like baby carrots, baby tomatoes, some greens like spinach, cabbage, yeah, some water, right? Alaskan rainwater, okay, well based. Because I'm outside the city, okay, yeah. Don't you love this chicken wings? It's so tricky, right? This chicken bones, chicken wing bones, and cartilage. Yeah, some chicken skin, very fatty, and chicken wing, protein, muscle, and the chicken bones, cartilage. Okay, I love chicken wings. Okay, oh, huge fan. Okay, but I mix it with some vegetables like baby carrot, baby tomato, spinach, cabbage. Right? Yeah, I put them in the water and just put in the microwave in plastic jar. Okay, yeah. Good stuff, right? Yeah, chicken wings, right, from Walmart. Some vegetables from Walmart, like cabbages, spinach, baby carrot, baby tomato, right? Yeah. So that's in the dinner menu. Okay, so we take 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah, we're making progress. Okay, so we get there. Okay, so I count in my mind and some other whiteboards. I did prove this. Okay, we get to this. Okay, it's kind of exotic, right? PP cancel, what's left? R, right? Yeah, remainder, less than P. I don't know whether this has already been proven in different languages like modular arithmetic. Okay. Yeah, we are thinking about this Fermat's little theorem or Euler's theorem, whatever, okay, Euler's formula, Fermat's little theorem, okay, we just ran into this concept, okay. So, but I cannot prove this, okay, in the whiteboards and notebooks, okay. I'll share it with you, okay. Give me a couple of days, okay, so we get there, alright. Something very exotic. Yeah, number theory, mathematics, right? Integers, natural numbers. But very tricky, right? Yeah. We are not doing any calculus or linear algebra, matrix, group theory, or yeah, we are not doing any of that. It's just multiplication, addition, subtraction, division, okay. But still very challenging. Like Diophantine equation, natural number equation, okay, Diophantine, Greeks, 3,000 years ago. Oh, Theophantin, like God, this Greek God, it is mythology, right? You all this South East European people, Greeks, Romans, North Africans, Arabs, like algebra or geometry, Egyptians, Jews, Israelites, Greeks, Romans, okay. The Diophantin equation, purely natural numbers, right? Yeah, Mr. Not Cleopatra, she's a woman, Egyptian, okay, but Delta, what's it? Kroneco Delta, it's not Cleopatra Delta. Kroneco Delta, okay, he's like a European white guy, okay, yeah, Kroneco Delta, not Cleopatra Delta, okay. Delta in Egypt, yeah, there's some Delta in Egypt, okay, so. Yeah, Kroneco Delta is white guy, okay, Europe. It has nothing to do with Cleopatra Delta, okay, in Egypt. Whatever, okay, yeah. We take 5 minutes, okay, I'm drunk. So what? I'm not driving. I'm not breaking any properties. I'm not being violent because I learned from good place. My parents. As an Asian, yeah, I learned how to drink properly. Asian drinking culture, okay, from our fathers. Yeah, Ukraine, Russia, France, they do the same thing in the West, okay, but in the East, yeah, China, Korea, Japan, we have drinking culture, father educating their son, okay. Yeah, when you are drunk, yeah, behave properly, okay. Yeah, drinking culture, drinking education, okay. So, all right, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay. So, yeah, this is a war. H2, okay. Yeah, we'll take 5 minutes, okay. So, all right. Yeah, I know chicken too. Drunken style, martial arts, okay. So, no problem, right? Okay, yeah, we'll get back to this raw algebra later on. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. But this weekend I may be busy. I may have to go back to work because we got some due dates coming next week. Okay, so whatever, right? Yeah, mathematics, it helps, right? Yeah. It keeps us out of trouble because it keeps us busy. Because idle hands, that's devil's playground, okay? In humanology, when we get accumulation of copium, unused energy, it gets wasted. Yeah, copium, natural tendency, this, what? Law of entropy, second law of thermodynamics, okay? It becomes chaotic, right? Yeah, chaos, entropy, right? Yeah, unruly, okay? So we need law, order, right? Yeah, we exercise diet, rules, law, moral law, rules, ethics, morality, exercise diet, okay? We work out, right? We wash ourselves, shower, bathtub, right? Do our hair, rules, law, okay? Yeah, after that, yeah, we can relax. Minor plussism, right? Dualism, didualism, whatever. Okay. Yeah, idle hands, devil playground, Book of Solomon, Proverbs, whatever. Yeah, it's copium. Yeah, energy left, it tend to dissipate, become chaotic. Second law of thermodynamics, okay. Physics, metaphysics, okay. Yeah, we have idle hands. We get bored, right? Boredom is a huge pain. Some people even commit suicide from that or drug addiction, okay, to ease the boredom, right? Yeah, COVID-19, we are bored, we are locked down, shut down, okay, we are at home, okay, so BLM or pro-Trump protest in Capitol Hill, right? Yeah, accumulation of copium, it tend to negatize automatically, spontaneously due, due to the second law of thermodynamics, right? Entropy increases, right? It becomes chaotic. Yeah, copium, when it's accumulated, it negatizes. It becomes boredom, pain of boredom, right? Yeah, so we don't want that. We don't want to control the situation. What do we do? We educate ourselves. Foreign languages, dancing, martial arts, mathematics, science, history, humanology, okay, all the good knowledge. We spend our leftover energy, disposable energy, in an orderly fashion to learn grammar of some foreign languages, some fixed spelling of some foreign language. These words, that's the law, rule, control. Yeah, APPLE or pomme, POMME in French, apple. Or manzana, MANZANA in Spanish. 사과 in Korean, okay? Or Apfel in German. APFEL, okay? This is rule of law, linguistic law. Fixed spelling, we have to learn it, memorize it, okay? You cannot just spell apple as ABBLE like apple or APBLE like apple. No, it has to be APPLE, apple, okay? Or it cannot be like APPRE like apple. Then nobody will understand what you're saying, okay? Yeah, you have to abide by the law, okay? And that's a challenge, uphill battle. We have to memorize spelling of all these foreign languages, okay? And that's a good thing. Why? We're occupying our time and disposable leftover energy to learn something very useful, like as useful as foreign languages. How to spell these foreign language words, like manzana, apfel, or bomb. If you learn it, foreign country people, they will understand what we are saying. Okay? Yeah. Right. That's all I have to say, okay? All right. Thank you. Good night. Bye. Be safe. Happy New Year. Bye.